Hi, and welcome to the beautiful city of Cannes on the French Riviera. This historic city has a lot to offer, from its ancient roots dating back to the Greek and Roman times to its modern glitter and glamour. Cannes became a popular spot for celebrities, artists, and writers like Hemingway and Picasso during the 1920s and 30s. But it wasn't until the first Cannes Film Festival in 1946 that the city really made a name for itself in the world of culture. The festival is still held here every year and is one of the most famous and well-attended events in the international film industry. Whether you're a film lover, history lover, or just looking for a slice of luxury, Cannes offers something for everyone to enjoy. Let's explore. The oldest part of Cannes is the charming and romantic neighborhood, Le Souquet. It has a long history dating back to the Middle Ages, when it was still a fishing village. The winding streets, lined with centuries-old houses and buildings, give it a very picturesque atmosphere. And even though it's popular with tourists in the evening, with its many nice bars and restaurants, it's still a relatively quiet place to explore and get away from the busier areas. The area also houses some of Cannes' most important landmarks. Up the hill of Le Souquet in Cannes' Old Town, you can find the Église Notre-Dame de l'Espérance. This church, built between the 15th and 16th centuries in Renaissance style, is the most important church in Cannes and is dedicated to Our Lady of Hope. During World War II, the church was even used as a hospital for the injured. It also has an old cemetery from the 16th century and two small chapels that were decorated by local craftspeople. Today, the church is still a place for religious worship and is a popular spot for tourists. Every July, the square in front of the church is used for a music festival called Nuit Musicale de Souquet. A bit further down the road, you'll come across the Musée de la Castre, which is also known as the Museum of World Exploration. It's located in the remains of a 1,000-year-old medieval castle from the Lérins monk, which was in use as a monastery. The museum collection includes primitive art from the Himalayas, pre-Columbian America, Oceania, and musical instruments from around the world. The streets of Cannes hold a hidden gem, the painted walls, also known as les murs peints. These frescoes scattered throughout the city are a veritable open-air museum of film that celebrates Cannes' long-standing relationship with the cinema. Each mural features some of the greatest figures of French and world cinema. One of the most impressive murals can be found next to the bus station near City Hall. It features depictions of 100 years of movie stars and celebrates cinematic greats such as Charlie Chaplin, Alfred Hitchcock, Mickey Mouse, and many others. The Old Port of Cannes is a place that perfectly embodies the authentic and friendly vibe of the city. Located at the foot of the Souquet, you'll find yachts, shuttles from the Lérins Islands, and fishermen's boats, all coming together here. But this port has more to offer than just its picturesque setting. It is also steeped in history, particularly in the story of Lord Brougham. In December 1834, Lord Brougham was on his way to Italy, but was forced to turn back due to a cholera epidemic. It was then that he discovered the small fishing village of Cannes and decided to stay. He dedicated his life to the development of the town And it was through his efforts that the English aristocracy began to flock to Cannes and build villas on the Western Hill. The Old Port comes to life each year with the Yachting Festival, turning the port into an even busier and more vibrant destination. With the latest mega yachts, electric boats, and multi-hulls on display. Rue Menadier is a shopping street that dates back to the 16th century and was once used by horses and carriages. Today, however, it is a bustling pedestrian-only shopping paradise and offers an array of local delights. From butcher shops to cheesemakers, fashion to bakeries, wine shops, and traditional Provençal products, this street is a haven for foodies, shopping enthusiasts, and anyone who loves a traditional market. It's a perfect spot to wander, take in the sights, sounds, and flavors of the French Riviera, and find those one-of-a-kind souvenirs to bring back home. Marche-Fourville is one of the most popular markets in the city, known for its wide variety of fresh fruits and vegetables, as well as its selection of local cheeses, olives, meats, and fish. The market is a great place to find local specialties, and many famous restaurants in Cannes are sourcing their ingredients from Fourville Market. This street is called Les Croisettes and is known for its luxurious shops, restaurants, and prestigious hotels. In 1850, to satisfy the rich clients who came here for the winter season, the city had to install a decent promenade along the shore. Over time, hotels, shops, and restaurants were added to the area. The promenade quickly became a fashionable spot for the wealthy and famous. The Cannes Film Festival was first held in 1946, and it has been held annually at the Palais des Festivals et des Congrès, which is located on Les Croisettes, ever since. The festival, held every May, is the largest event of its kind in the world and sees the presentation of the coveted Palme d'Or award. Every year, the red carpet is rolled out and the streets are closed to traffic as the world's biggest film stars and directors visit this building. But the Palais des Festivals et des Congrès is not just a venue for the film festival. It also hosts other conferences and events throughout the year, such as the Cannes Lions International Advertising Festival, making Cannes the premier conference city in France. If you're into luxury shopping and have some money to spend, Rue d'Antibes is the place to go. It's lined with a variety of upscale boutiques, clothing stores, and antique shops. Here you can find everything from elegant jewelry to fantastic designer clothing and furniture. And if you feel like having a bite or drink, it has quite a few upscale cafes and restaurants. This is also where our tour of Cannes ends. I hope you enjoyed this city's elegance and history, and see you next time.